Well, for any of you long-time Marky viewers, you might actually recognise this background here, and that's because as I'm recording this video, I would have been back home in Middlesbrough. A time when life was just so much more simple. I would wake up in the morning, and I would make my 573rd video on Jake Paul. And now we, just do the same thing, but on Shane Dawson. So as you can see, I've really grown as a person. So yeah, in case you couldn't already guess, today's video is going to be on Shane Dawson. I mean, that is a big shocker, isn't it? I actually did a video a little while ago looking back at Shane Dawson's old deleted videos, and you guys seem to really enjoy that. It was one of the best response I've had on videos recently. So what I thought we'd do is make a little bit of a part 2, because trust me when I say this, he's got a lot more to watch. So pretty much every single video we're going to watch in this is going to be an old deleted video of Shane Dawson, and believe it or not, there's a reason he deleted them. I think what we'll do, and what seems a little bit more sensible, is we start off a little bit tame, and then towards the end of the video, we'll get into the career-ending stuff where we'll look at it and then be like,
oh, so that's why he deleted it.
So let's just ease into it, please, okay? We're not just going to go in raw and straight away and thorough, because I'm pretty sure that's what he did to his cat, and he got cancelled for it, and I don't want that to happen to me. Right, so this first clip is going to be the only clip we watch in this video that specifically wasn't on Shane Dawson's channel. It was actually an interview, but the reason why I wanted to watch it is because it was an interview about his movie and the backlash he got for his movie, and specifically the movie we reacted to just a couple days ago. And I think it's fair to say I wasn't exactly the biggest fan, so you never know, Shane Dawson might win me over with this one. Anyone else doubt it?
Oh, I love the movie. I mean, the whole experience is really fun.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, lockdown hit Shane Dawson hard, didn't it? Like, the funny thing about this is that this interview is all about the fact that Shane Dawson had allegations against him about being, like, racist, homophobic, and just saying completely insensitive things. So they decided to do it when he's wearing a fat costume. Or if you're really into conspiracies, you could believe that Shane knew that the question was coming up, being like,
oh, why are you being so insensitive about people's weight? Why is your movie all about body shaming?
And then he thought, you know what? I'm gonna beat them to it, wear a fat costume, and it proves I'm one of them. I tell you what, Shane Dawson, you just are so relatable, aren't you?
Zachary Quinto didn't like me, and a couple critics didn't like the movie, but I loved it, the audience loved it, the test screen loved it, and it sold a shitload on iTunes, so...
You know, there was a few people out there that didn't like it. I think someone specifically said racism is bad or something like that, but you know, I got the money, so why would I care?
Oh, you really won me over there, Shane Dawson. You know what? I might actually give it a second watch. I guess it wasn't that bad after all.
I think it's hard for Hollywood people to accept what's happening, which is, you know, like, I'm a young actor who's also a filmmaker, who's also a YouTuber, who's also a writer, all these things, and YouTube is such a great place for me to showcase all that.
So to paraphrase what Shane Dawson just said there, he thinks these Hollywood A-listers are jealous of him, which I mean, makes complete sense. Like, I get it, right? Don't get me wrong. I do realise that a lot of the mainstream media are jealous of what the YouTubers are doing nowadays. We've seen prime examples of this in the past, YouTubers doing something that realistically wasn't that bad, but the mainstream media jump on it because they feel a bit threatened. But this just wasn't one of the cases. Like, I mean, they've came out and said that your video is really insensitive and some of the jokes you made, in some cases, could be career-ending. And I mean, they are right. Like, the only real thing that saved Shane in this situation was that the movie came out years ago. Because if that came out in 2020, Jesus Christ, I mean, the cat would be the least of your worries. Maybe you know what, okay, I think that's enough of the interview. Let's actually get into Shane Dawson's old content, as in the content he produced, edited, and put out on his YouTube, because he thought it was really, really good. I'll let you guys be the judge. Right, so this one in particular is called The Hunger Games Spoof, and as always, it's actually a deleted video. As you can see, it's not posted by Shane Dawson. So, let's try and figure out the reason why he deleted this.
Sometimes being lonely isn't your fault. Sometimes people are just taken from us. Kinda like those characters in the movie The Hunger Games.
Welcome, welcome. The time has come to select 2 tributes for the Hunger Games. Hey girl! No, I'm not busy. I'm just middle school.
I mean, if you ever really wanted a good start in a YouTube video, I think Shanae here would be that, wouldn't she? Like, you know, the only thing that I'm hoping right now is that Shane Dawson's going to give away another Shanae shirt in this video like he did in the previous one. I mean, that would be epic.
Oh, girl, they about to pick another winner. I think it's a raffle. I hope the prize is a turkey. And the second tribute is... Shanae. Ah! I won! There's so many people to thank. I am not prepared for this.
You get it? Because actually they're calling out people who probably are gonna die one day. She thought it wasn't that, and it was raffle. I mean, that is comedy.
There are 23 people you must compete with, and the last one alive wins. Oh, that's easy. Oh, it's not as easy as...
Anyways, the point of my video is yes, being lonely is hard.
What? What do you mean the point of that was that lonely is hard? Shane Dawson literally just made a 1-minute skit where he parodies the Hunger Games. Shanae is one of the contestants and she just shoots everyone down. Everyone's just been murdered. There's blood pouring all over the screen. And then all of a sudden it cuts to Shane Dawson all like,
Guys, don't you worry, you're not lonely. I'll be your friend.
I'm not really sure if the message came across that well, Shane. That is literally like Trisha Paytas coming out after she released her video saying she's now identifying as a chicken nugget and being like,
You know what? I actually did that for all the vegans in the world, okay? Because chickens' lives matter.
like, I'm not really sure if the correlation is coming across that well. Maybe it's just me. Right, okay, what we got next? Shane Dawson, exclusive parody music video, Alejandro, Lady Gaga. I mean, that's the one everyone's been looking forward to, isn't it?
I know that you may love me, but the truth is, I am an alien from planet Blash. I have both parts, penis and vajayjay.
I mean, brilliant start right off the bat. I think if we're going to put ourselves in the minds of Shane Dawson and all the videos that we've seen recently from years ago, I think his style of comedy was just like balls and vagina and sex is funny. Like, you're struggling for a punchline? Penis, because that right there is funny. And then if all else fails, okay, and people do stop laughing at the penis, which I mean is very unlikely, just say something really offensive. I mean, I'm sure someone will laugh. Like, it genuinely wouldn't surprise me if Shane Dawson's prime demographic back in the day was just the EDL, you know, a bunch of like bald English white men walking down the street with an England tattoo on the bicep.
And I am here to brainwash all the gays on the shitter. I poop out glitter.
Oh, silly me. I forgot, okay? The list of things that's funny needs to include shitting. How could I forget? I know you guys are in hysterics right now, okay? You saw Shane Dawson on the toilet. He said he shits out glitter, and you guys just couldn't help yourself. Honestly, guys, please tell me down below in the comment section how much that made you laugh. Of course, after you do stand up, because I tell you what, that joke nearly knocked me off my seat.
I clone myself and create my own race. You know that I am the shit, so why don't you just take a whiff? That bitch Kesha can suck my dick. Bow down and pray to Lady Gaga, scratching my name into your veins.
But yeah, in case I have actually had to blur what was on screen there, that was Shane Dawson with a pair of scissors in one hand and a lot of slits in, you know, his wrist because of the scissors. Yeah, I don't think it's something you can really joke about. Like, I'm trying to sit here and make this video funny and everything, but what do I say to that? Like, you get a guy, see that? Shane Dawson, pair of scissors, cutting wrist, blood pouring everywhere. Oh my god, this is great. This is a masterpiece.
They will never go away. Don't be afraid, you're just a slave of Lady Gaga's. Lady Gaga's.
Oh, that's it, by the way. 1 minute and 11 seconds of my life that I will never get back. So to sum up the music video, it was Shane Dawson in spandex, looking a bit like a blue Power Ranger. He started off by being like,
Haha, penis, vagina, it's funny.
and then ended it with someone passed out on the floor with blood all over them. So, I mean, I hope you're having a happy Friday. Right now, last but probably least, we're going to be reacting to a Shane Dawson song called Bad Bromance, which if you didn't realise, and I wouldn't expect you guys to know, okay, because it is comedy, that's actually a parody of Bad Romance, so I'm sure this is going to be, quite frankly, music to my ears.
Hello?
Hey, what are you doing?
Just about to go on a date?
Well, I mean, a clear thing that I've noticed throughout reacting to Shane Dawson's old music videos, he thought men in wigs equals funny. It's like we're really ticking off the list here, isn't it? Like, how to make people laugh. Penis, vagina, and wigs on men. I mean, that's all you need. Honestly, I'm angry that I'm only just finding this out, because if I found this out earlier and I only needed 3 jokes, I too could probably be on 21 million subscribers as well.
Cool, can I come?
No, I don't think you should.
Okay, see you soon.
Right, so this is starting off by showing that Shane Dawson has a bit of a stalker, quite frankly, which is quite interesting because you've got to remember, Shane Dawson directs all of these. Like, we touched on this on the video we spoke about his movie, but Shane Dawson directs all of these characters to just, quite frankly, fall in love with Shane Dawson. It's like it's a bit of like an ego boost. Like, people in real life don't particularly like him that much, so he's like,
You know what? If you're not gonna like me, I'll get some actors to like me.
maybe there's a sad underlying issue here. Maybe Shane makes these videos because he's lonely. And Shane, if you are lonely, the answer's simple. All you need to do is get yourself in the Hunger Games and shoot every bastard.
Rah, rah, ooh, rah, rah. Romance, rum-ma-ma, blah, blah, ooh, gaga. A bad bromance. Rah, rah, ooh, rah, rah. Romance, rum-ma-ma, blah, blah, ooh, gaga. A bad bromance.
Yeah, Shane, I've got to be honest with you here. I don't think this is particularly a bad bromance. I think this is criminal. Is that what we're calling it nowadays, is it? Is someone going into your house when you don't want them to go into your house and pick-locking the door to get into your house and then appearing in the bathroom when you're trying to mind your own business? Is that a bad bromance? Are you calling that a bad bromance? Because I'm pretty sure the only thing I'd be calling in that situation is 911.
You're like a girlfriend without a pussy.
There we go, guys. Like a girlfriend, but without a pussy. Because remember, vagina equals funny. Come on, guys, pick yourself up, for God's sake, man. You're on the floor again. You've got to learn, if we're going to be reacting to Shane Dawson's music, you've got to try and stop yourself laughing, as hard as that is.
I think it's time that we stop being friends. You and me, we got a bad romance.
You know, one thing that's just kind of got on my mind a little bit here. What the fuck did Lady Gaga do to Shane Dawson? Every parody is just from a Lady Gaga song. Like, honestly, Lady Gaga, if you do have me watching this video, because I do know you're a big fan, maybe, I don't know, file a restraining order? It's interesting because if you want to look at this music video in a different light, just picture the creepy stalker guy as Shane Dawson and a person running away trying to avoid everything Lady Gaga. So that would make a lot more sense. Right now, either way, we're now finished with Shane Dawson's music, because there's only so much that a human can handle. But if you did enjoy this video, please do leave a like down below, subscribe if you are new, and also a little heads up, the memberships on this channel, I actually posted a members only Q&A for only members to see, and I actually really enjoy doing it, so I'm thinking about doing it a little bit more often, maybe weekly, maybe bi-weekly. So if that's something you're interested in, where you get a little bit more personal and you literally get every question answered, then become a member, maybe, or not, it's okay. And yeah, without further ado, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, good.
Unbekommen MCU will see it in my eyes. Every time I drop the mic, I swear I got hypnotized.